years, and into a world where your own data tells you exactly what your body needs. Seriously, this is about ending the guesswork in your wellness routine for good.
I mean, just imagine that for a second. What if you could wake up every morning and know exactly what your body needs to thrive? Not based on some generic article you read online, but based on what your unique biology is actually asking for. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's the beginning of truly personalized health.
And believe me, this isn't just some niche trend. It is a full-blown movement. The personalized nutrition market is projected to hit over $61 billion by 2034. That's not just a market. That's a fundamental change in how we're all starting to approach our health.
We're entering a whole new era of health. We're moving from a world of just treating symptoms and taking generic supplements to one of smart, customized prevention. It's all about building a solid foundation of health before problems even have a chance to start. And let's be honest, we've all been there, right? You try a popular diet or a supplement because it worked for your friend, but for you, nothing. Zero results. With so much information out there, it's no wonder we've all become a little more skeptical of those generic trends, and for good reason. The core problem is that generic advice ignores the single most important factor, you.
So how does this personalization thing actually work? Well, it really comes down to two key pieces of your personal puzzle: your own unique genetic map and the way you live your life day in and day out.
Think of it like this. Your genetics, that's the permanent blueprint for your body. It can tell you things like how you metabolize certain nutrients, or maybe if you're predisposed to specific deficiencies. But your lifestyle, your diet, your stress levels, your sleep, how much you move, those are the daily factors that determine what your body actually needs in real time. You absolutely need both to get the full picture. Okay, so to put it simply, personalized nutrition isn't about just making random choices and hoping for the best. It's a really precise wellness approach that analyzes your unique data, everything from your DNA to your daily habits, to create recommendations that are tailored specifically for your body. And the results? They're pretty compelling. Clinical observations are showing that people on these personalized plans are 43% more likely to actually stick with their routine, and they see symptoms resolve 57% faster. And why is that? Well, it's because the plan is made just for them, and it actually works.
But data is one thing. The real power here is in the human stories. So let's take a look at how this approach has completely transformed the lives of a few real women. Okay, so meet Aisha. She's from New York, and she was dealing with that chronic fatigue, the kind that just won't quit, and really persistent skin problems. She had tried countless products, all the diets, but it felt like nothing was making a lasting difference. But then, through a personalized assessment, she finally discovered the root cause. It turns out a specific gene variant, the VDR gene, was affecting her body's ability to absorb vitamin D, and that was leading to a deficiency. With that single insight, she started a custom regimen designed to counteract her specific genetic makeup. The result? A huge boost in her energy and a visible, glowing improvement in her skin. And in Aisha's own words, this approach gave her security and confidence. She finally knew why she was taking something, and she knew it was exactly what her body needed. That's a game changer. So Aisha's story is all about solving a hidden deficiency. But what about when you think you're doing everything right? Well, that was exactly the case for Lila in London. She was eating a perfectly healthy diet, but she just kept getting sick and felt like her immunity was always weak.
Layla's analysis revealed she needed very specific probiotics to strengthen her gut, which, as we know, is a cornerstone of immunity. And her story really reflects a much wider trend. As this data shows, a staggering 81% of users on personalized plans see measurable improvements in their digestive health. It's all about getting the right ingredients, not just any old ingredients.
So what's the engine driving this whole revolution? It's artificial intelligence. But don't think of it as some complex, intimidating tech. Honestly, it's better to think of it as your own personal health analyst, just working quietly behind the scenes for you.
This AI is like an unseen brain, connecting dots we could never see on our own. It's looking at your genetics, your sleep, your activity, even environmental factors. So let's say it sees you have a gene for poor B12 absorption and you log a mostly plant-based diet. Well, it knows to flag a potential deficiency before you even feel the effects. It's building a truly holistic picture of your health.
And get this, the system gets smarter over time. Through machine learning, the recommendation accuracy improves by an average of 19% every single year. The more data it analyzes from you and others, the more fine-tuned and predictive it becomes for you personally.
And the technology even helps you stay on track. A full 76% of users report it's easier to stick with their routine, and it's all thanks to simple, personalized nudges from an app. It's such a small feature, but it makes a huge difference in staying consistent.
Okay, so this all sounds incredible, right? But you're probably wondering, how do I actually start? Well, the good news is it's way more straightforward than you might think. Let's break it down into a few simple steps.
First, you gather your data. That usually means a genetic test and some info about your lifestyle. Second, get really clear about your health goals. Is it better energy, digestion, skin health? Third, choose a reputable platform that uses both AI and certified experts. And finally, you track your progress. That creates a feedback loop that helps continuously refine your plan.
And the motivation to start is just powerful. This isn't some years-long process. Clinical studies show that 73% of people see measurable improvements in key health markers. We're talking things like inflammation and cholesterol levels within just 12 weeks. That is tangible change, fast.
So it really all comes down to this one question. Are you ready to trade guesswork for certainty? To swap generic advice for personal intelligence? The tools are here, right now, to build a version of health that is designed from the ground up just for you.